Hi, fourth graders. Today we are going to continue looking at Module 1, Lesson 15, and this is actually going to be Part 2. And the only difference that we're going to be looking at today is we are going to apply the standard algorithm that we used earlier to solve word problems. And remember, when we were talking about solving word problems, we want to use the RDW strategy to help us understand the problem by reading it, drawing a picture so we could see it, and write an answer as a sentence so we know exactly what we were trying to find. Now, let's start off with one of the problems. And if you have your white math book for the application problems, you can look right there for it. Or you can take this time to pause the video and read the problem to yourself, okay? Now, this problem says, when the amusement park opened, the number on the counter at the gate read 928,614. At the end of the day, the counter read 931,682. How many people went through the gate that day? Well, we know that there's a start time and a finish time. So if we see how many they ended up with at the end, okay, we know it ended with 931,682 and started at 928,614. And that's right up here. Oh, sorry. I know some of us like to see color codes. So the purple right here, and this will be the started. Okay? So if we're going to draw a picture, we're looking at the very first line where it says, when it opened, the gate read at 928,614. So we're going to have right here, this is 928,614. At the end of the day, the counter read 931,682. So we need to know how many people went there at the end. Because by the end, we should have 931,682. So how do we figure out what this missing attendance is going to be? Well, we have our end time, or we have how many we had at the end and at the started. So we need to figure out how many people went through. Well, we're going to take the difference. So we're going to subtract. Okay? So when we do our subtraction, we have, starting at our ones, 2 ones minus 4 ones. We can't do that. So we're going to go next door. We're going to decompose one of these 8 tens. So we're going to have 7 tens. And we're adding 10 to our 2. So this becomes a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Then next we look at our tens place. 7 tens minus 1 10. That equals 6 tens. 600s minus 600s equals 0. Put the comma. 1,000s minus 8,000s, we can't do that. So we're going to decompose one of the 3 10,000s, so we can have 2. And we're going to add 10 to the 1. So we're going to have 11,000s now minus 8,000s. That equals 3,000s. 2,000s minus 2, or 2 10,000s minus 2 10,000s equals 0. And 900,000s minus 900,000s equals 0. When we end with just zeros like that, we don't need to have that put there. So we have our answer. We have 3,680. Now, we want to double check our work before we write that as our answer, okay? So we're going to add our 2 lower numbers together. So we have 928,614 plus 3,068, and we get 4 plus 8 is 12. 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. 6 plus 0 is 6, comma. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 9 plus nothing is 9. And this number, after you add them all up, should match your starting number. So to write it out, we're going to say 3,068 people went through the gate. Remember, we want to end with a sentence. This is important. It helps us with our writing, and it helps us know what we're trying to solve. All right, next one. So take this time to pause the video and read it to yourself and try to write down our information and then press play again once you're finished, okay? Well, thank you for reading it. And let's see what we got with our problems. It says last year, there were 620,073 people in attendance at the local parade. So let's try to draw it out. So we're gonna have last year, that's 620,073 people. Okay, let's look at our next part. This year, there were 456,795 people in attendance. So this year, we have 456,795. How many more people were in attendance last year? So we're trying to figure out how many more people were in attendance last year. So to do that, we got to figure out what is the difference between them. So if we draw a picture, we know that last year, it's going to be this whole entire box. And that's 620,073. Okay? And within that, we have a number here at 456,795. So how do we figure out how many people attended? Well, this is your time to pause the video and think, what do we need to do to figure out what is missing here at A? So pause the video, give it a try, and then press play to check your answer with me, okay? All right, hope you guys had enough time to do that, and let's go see how this works. Well, if I know that both of those numbers combined will equal 620,073, so we have 456,795 plus A, because that's what we have there, our variable. So we could actually subtract from 620,000 to get A. So it'll look like 620,073 minus 456,795 equals A. So if we write it out, we should see it like this. And let's try to solve it. So if we start looking at our ones place, 3 ones minus 5 ones, we can't do that. We're going to decompose 1 of the 7 tens to get 6 left, and we're adding 10 ones. So now we have 13 minus 5, and that equals 8. Here we have 6 tens minus 9 tens, we can't do that. And we can't take from 0 hundreds because there's nothing there. So we can't take from 0 thousands, so we're going to go all the way to our 10 thousands. One of these 10 thousands will be taken, so there's 1 left, to give us 10 1,000s. And one of those will be taken to leave 9 to give us 10 hundreds. So then now we can borrow from our 10 hundreds. So 9, add 10 to our 6 tens, and we get 16. So 16 minus 9, that equals 7. Then we have 9 minus 7 equals 2. Put the comma, 9 minus 6 equals 3. Here we have 1 10,000 minus 5 10,000s. We can't do that, so we're going to decompose one of our 600,000s to leave us with 500,000s, and then we're going to have 10 10,000s added to our 1 to give us 11. Now 11 minus 5 equals 6, and 5 minus 4 equals 1. Now, remember, if we want to see if it matches, we want to look to see if we add our two lower numbers, if we're going to get our number back. So if we try to add 456,795, 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 7 plus 9 is 17. 1 plus 2 plus 7 equals 10. 1 plus 3 plus 6 equals 10. 1 plus 6 is 7 plus 5 equals 12. And 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6. And look, we got the same answer. We know our answer is correct. So we can say that 163,278 more people attended last year. Okay? And that's it. Remember, we're looking for the information in our text to give us the numbers we need to work with, okay? All right. So now what you're going to do, you're going to be looking at lesson 15 again, and you're going to pick only one problem. And you're going to choose between 2, 3, or 4. Okay? You can do all for practice. All right? Good luck.